Explosive news from Manchester United. Casemiro's future is up in the air, but who's next on the chopping block? Plus, a massive £43 million offer is on the table for a Real Madrid star. And is Bruno Fernandes wasting his talent at Old Trafford? We've got all the details and more, right here, right now. Don't miss a second, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The Casemiro debate. Is he Manchester United's future or past? Manchester United fans were heard chanting for Casemiro to stay during their recent win against Aston Villa, a match where the Brazilian midfielder himself found the back of the net. However, the conversation surrounding his future is far from over, with former Premier League figures weighing in heavily. Chris Sutton and Russell Martin have dissected Casemiro's role and potential departure. While acknowledging his past contributions, the consensus among some analysts, like Sutton, is that for Manchester United to truly progress, Casemiro, despite his significant weekly wage, is not the long-term solution. Sutton specifically pointed out that while the team's performance has improved under interim coach Michael Carrick, and Casemiro's numbers have seen a bump, his physical capabilities have diminished. The sentiment from some quarters suggests that the calls for him to stay are more emotional than strategic, given that he announced in January his intention to leave when his contract expires at the end of the season. This situation raises critical questions about Manchester United's squad planning and their ambition for the future. The club is at a crossroads, needing to balance experienced players with the energy and vision required for sustained success, especially with potential Champions League aspirations. Don't go anywhere, because what's happening behind the scenes at Manchester United is even more shocking. We're revealing their 4 top summer transfer targets next. Man Ut Summer Shakeup, 4 transfer priorities revealed. Manchester United is gearing up for a massive summer overhaul, with reports indicating 4 key areas they aim to strengthen. As veteran players like Casemiro prepare to depart and others face uncertain futures, the club's recruitment team is actively scouting for new talent, aiming to balance the squad's age profile and bolster depth for a potential Champions League return. Led by Omar Berrada and Jason Wilcox, the Old Trafford hierarchy is planning a significant recruitment drive. The primary focus is central midfield, where the club intends to sign 2 new players to address a lack of specialist depth, providing competition for emerging talents like Casemiro. Beyond midfield, United is also seeking a new left-sided defender and a centre-back, in addition to a backup goalkeeper. Interim head coach Michael Carrick has acknowledged Casemiro's departure, emphasizing that while his impact has been significant, the club often moves in different directions rather than replacing players like for like. The future of Harry Maguire is also a major talking point, as his contract nears its end, though renewal talks are reportedly ongoing. With significant injury issues in defense, particularly with Lisandro Martinez's frequent absences and concerns over Luke Shaw's durability, recruitment in these areas is vital. The club's final league standing will significantly impact their market appeal and ability to execute this ambitious plan. But who could be arriving to fill these crucial roles? We've got exclusive details on a stunning £43 million offer for a Real Madrid star who could be handed the keys to the team. Man Ut prepares staggering £43 offer for Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga. Manchester United is reportedly preparing a substantial offer, exceeding £43 million to lure Real Madrid midfielder Eduardo Camavinga to Old Trafford this summer, signaling a potential major midfield reinforcement. Since Michael Carrick took the helm as interim manager, Manchester United has seen a significant upturn in form, securing numerous wins and climbing to 3rd place in the Premier League. This resurgence positions them well for Champions League qualification, which would undoubtedly boost their transfer budget. With Casemiro having announced his intention to leave at the end of the season, the club had already earmarked a considerable portion of their summer budget for midfield acquisitions. Despite some fan sentiment hoping for Casemiro's contract extension, Reliable sources like Fabrizio Romano insist that no such talks are underway, and the club's stance remains unchanged. Camavinga is seen as the ideal profile to fill the void left by Casemiro. While the French international is reportedly happy at Real Madrid, Manchester United is confident that the promise of a leading role in a youthful, winning project could sway his decision. Real Madrid is expected to demand a significant fee due to Camavinga's immense market value and versatility, but United's financial power could force a negotiation that seemed improbable just months ago. The club envisions Camavinga as a central figure in their new identity. While United targets new talent, we're asking if one of their current stars is actually wasting his prime years. Is Bruno Fernandes stuck at Old Trafford? Bruno Fernandes, a star wasting his talent at Manchester United. Gabby Agbonlahor, a former Premier League striker, has voiced strong opinions that Manchester United midfielder Bruno Fernandes is too talented to not be competing for major trophies like the Premier League or Champions League, suggesting he might be wasting his prime years at Old Trafford. Since his arrival from Sporting CP for nearly £68 million in January 2020, Fernandes has been a standout performer for Manchester United. His statistics are impressive, with over 100 goals and numerous assists across all competitions. This current season alone, he's been instrumental, breaking Sir David Beckham's Premier League assist record for the club with 16 assists. Despite his consistent brilliance, particularly this season where he's delivered crucial performances even when the team has struggled, his trophy cabinet at United remains relatively sparse, featuring only one FA Cup and one League Cup. Agbonlahor argues that a player of Fernandes' caliber deserves to be challenging for and winning the biggest titles, drawing a comparison to players like Kevin De Bruyne, who have achieved immense success at Manchester City. With Fernandes turning 32 in September and his contract extending to 2027 with an option, the question arises whether he will look back and feel his best years were spent without the ultimate success. While Saudi Pro League clubs have shown interest, Manchester United's new ownership, INEOS, faces a decision regarding the club's direction and the future of its aging stars, considering the cautionary tale of other players whose form has declined. That's all the breaking news for today. But stick around for a lightning-fast recap of all the biggest stories and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We discussed Casemiro's uncertain future at Manchester United, revealed their 4 key summer transfer priorities, explored the massive £43 million offer for Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga, and questioned whether Bruno Fernandes is wasting his talent. Make sure to like this video if you found it informative. Subscribe to news for more exclusive updates. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Leave a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media platforms to stay connected.